Do you know Sean Combs?
Oh, Diddy.
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call it. So, yeah, go ahead.
The man who allegedly opened fire inside of one of former President Donald Trump's Florida hotels several years ago made some wild statements to law enforcement in his interviews, saying he was a sex slave for Sean Diddy Combs. Well, now that federal investigators have raided two of the rapper's homes and an arrest and indictment in a sex trafficking operation could be imminent, the man's comments sound a little less crazy.
P. Diddy, whatever you call it. So, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. I had a settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes. Ben Mercedes worked for Bad Boy Entertainment for 4 years and worked for Hillary Rodman for 5, okay? I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters and I heard a lot of business, because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a sex slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right?
What's scarier than knowing that Diddy was the culprit all at this point? It wouldn't even surprising to know that law enforcement...
I caught herpes, and I came back and I seen it for herpes and won. But they did Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys, okay? And Christopher Leon's here was my attorney. They asked me to turn in that, which was the video recording, and I did so. They gave it back to me accidentally, and it's possible, like, I threw everything out, it's possible I can produce a copy.
All at this point, it wouldn't even surprising to know that law enforcement has finally decided to indict should Diddy Combs.
Years later, they finally came out, and this is a male, and said that Puff had said, "Come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over."
Oh, yeah. You know, we all have stories. Seriously, we all have stories. Mine is horrific, and only 5 people know it. And I probably will never tell it. And when we revisit and revisit, we live in a state of victimhood, and nobody wants to live there. So for those of you like, why aren't you saying something then? Because we just want to live. We want to be happy, and we really want to forget the trauma. So there's that. Maybe I'll write a book one day.
The rapper stands against a plethora of accusations, sexual lawsuits, and a load of witnesses to his even then, what's even more.
Yo, stop doing what you talking about. Hey, listen, Brooklyn in here, you heard? Oh, New York. Brooklyn, baby. But Queens get the money. Queens get the money. New York. No Diddy. No Diddy.
What's even more surprising is the fact that 50 Cent seems to be more interested in Diddy's indictment than the victims themselves. After all, he has just leaked a new footage from Diddy's CCTV cameras.
The hip-hop agenda is an agenda to move drug law in the United States. They move, you need to report the DEA. They move all the dope, okay, all the dope on private jets, which don't get screened by
customs,
by the inside the United States, okay? They move what's called high-grade powder anyway. They move cocaine and they move liquid cocaine in the bottles too. Okay, so they put the liquid cocaine in the bottles and they move. I've seen the liquid cocaine, I've tried it myself, having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks all the time. I've had a great life. I've settled $4.125 million with Diddy. Okay, was he scared that I was exposed?
I don't want to talk about Diddy right now. I want to talk about you.
They've been promoting a hate agenda against Trump. So people hate him, okay, because they know he is very alpha, okay, very alpha in the sense that he likes money, he likes to make money, and he likes war, and they know they want to defame certain.
Here's everything you need to know and more according to 50 Cent. It isn't Diddy. Do it anymore. It has now progressed to Diddy. Done it. That's right, not too long. 50 Cent declared he would pay top dollar for footage that Diddy is said to have taped in secret while hosting his freak-off parties, and it now appears that 50 owned the footage, which he will shortly give to the FBI as evidence.
I'll have stories. Mine is horrific. Like, why didn't you say something then? Because we just want to live. We want to be happy. And we really want to forget the trauma. Since then, I've been like, yep, I have a lot of stories, y'all. Maybe I'll write a book one day. So there's that. And mind you, I then interviewed him many times. And I also am very intimately aware that you tell your truth and you become victimized over and over and over and over and over and over. But it just is so traumatizing that women just want to live every day in full.
Looking Back Fifth recently posted a picture of a Fox News article about the Homeland Security raids on Diddy's properties on Instagram. The article featured a section of Rodney Lil Rod Jones' civil case against the founder of Bad Boy Records. The emphasized portion of the lawsuit complaint read that Mr. Combs had hidden cameras in every room of his home, have recordings of several celebrities, artists, music labels, executives, and athletes engaging in illegal activity. These individuals were recorded without their knowledge and consent. Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person who has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties.
The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
The first street guy that really got on. You know, I'm talking about the guy doing crime in the streets that became a television guy and everyone knew he was a celebrity, had fancy cars. That was the first.
This is all in Brooklyn.
And it baffles me that you think you got away from these people. You'll never see them again. You knew them when you were at the worst of your level or heard about them. And you're not the only one God had his hand on. These guys made them successful too.
As expected, 50 Cent alongside the screenshot said, "What you want to be on if I get these tapes? I'll pay $1 you've been over there. I don't go." To puffy parties following Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy in November, in which she accused him of years of abuse. And Rank 50 Cent has been mocking the rapper. Since then, he has hinted at a documentary series he plans to call Diddy, Do It. That will focus on the accusations made against Diddy when this drops. It's going to break records at 50 assured supporters. He has proposed that victims of sexual assault receive the proceeds from the docas, given he doesn't need the money like Diddy does.
Don't make me go buy it again. Yeah, I'm just like, wait a minute. Wait, Richard. Now, tell bon appetit. Yeah, all right.
Right.
Yeah, why would that Ciroc deal?
Oh, the deal's no deal.
What's no deal?
I can't be an ambassador.
Why not?
I'm an owner.
Obviously not pulled back 50 cents, has entered the conversation following Mr. Shen's recent visit from the Feds rapper, who has been at odds with fellow rapper Sean Diddy, for years resorted to social media to criticize Combs after raids on his houses in Miami and Los Angeles. He also made note of the fact that now it's not Diddy doing it. It's Diddy. They don't come like that unless I got a case, in a second post that included pictures of the Feds outside of Sheh's law house. According to 50 Cent, just got real, the Feds and all the cribs, damn, they got the kids in cuffs now. It's not Diddy, do it. It's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a. Not to mention, Cassie claimed in her complaint against Diddy that he made her attend his freakout parties, where he coerced her into having sex with her consent, and his most legendary parties. Even though 50 Cent has questioned what actually happened at these notorious events, the rapper known Candy Shop also posted a video with the description ran off and left the kids in the whole year doing the race, said it criticizes Diddy as being too freaky. For Society, 50 has also been a consistent critic of Diddy for years, teasing about his sexual orientation and calling out the "I'll be missing you" singer out on social media whenever the chance arose. As per recent reports and circumstances, it seems as if Diddy has been the target of multiple lawsuits alleging sexual the past few months. The producer was most recently sued by Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a former male employee who claimed Combs mistreated him while they were working on his project, The Love Project, Off the Grid, from September 2022 until November 2023. Although the authenticity of it all remains unknown for now.
My man, I didn't understand that one right now, because his anus is your asshole. His genitals is his nut. So I guess he had to be naked when Puff was doing that. Where was he at? What was he doing? Because he said that they never had sex. If you read it in the thing, they never had sex. He made claims that they never had sex, but how would he grope your anus? Your asshole? How would he play with your genitals?
Yeah, it don't make sense. I mean,
it don't make sense. How you wake up the F naked with 2 other men in the bed with Diddy and nothing happened. I think he was just trying to save face, man. You're gonna say your boy. The lawyer would say, what do you mean? He would say, my cheeks. There's a such thing called butt cheeks. Your 2 cheeks. He said anus. The anus is the asshole. How did he get that far? Lil Rod, you gotta say no to Diddy sometimes. When me being a former investigator, I think Lil Rod was trying to save face on certain things, that he had somewhat of a relationship, or he was doing some things with Diddy that he didn't want to really come out in that fashion. Because there's no way that he gonna wake up and his anus is hurting and his genitals is all over the place, and he's in the bed after being drunk or drugged and saying nothing happened. And you think that Diddy gonna be in the bed with 3 other men and nothing happened? It doesn't sound logical.
After those made in November 2023 by Diddy's long-term ex-partner, Cassandra Cassie Ventura, who accused him of rap and sexual abuse.
Do you think she was the only one getting banged by him? Do you think this man had this woman search for prostitutes online just for them to have sex with her? It's something fishy about that, bro. Because you gotta realize this lawsuit and the information they had and they gave the Diddy people was 6 months ago. So some of that stuff was cut out. Okay, we're gonna give you this, but you gotta cut this part out.
And looking at this lawsuit, right? And like you said, she did accuse him of abuse in this lawsuit, but she also accused him of sex trafficking in this lawsuit. How you feel about that?
Well, you know, he get the sex trafficking because he took her to different states and had her perform sex acts with different, you know, male prostitutes and different people, sometimes against her will. You know, we look at this and we said, well, that was his girl and she did it on her own. She didn't have to. Man, you can't say that. That was a 19-year-old girl that what they call now groomed by an older man. And yes, she got some of the benefits of being with a billionaire, millionaire and everything like that. But it's just certain things that he did to groom her and put her into that position that she wanted the career, she wanted to do the music, she wanted to be a performer and all this stuff like that. He held all that shit over her head, bro. And now that she came out and telling everybody her story and what happened to her, you know, people are finding fault in her. People are saying that she ain't right for putting a lawsuit against him, but she earned every bit of that, bro. And like I said, I only seen bits and pieces of it, but she earned every bit of that. Yo, I heard that he beat her so bad he sent her to Hawaii so she could stay away from people. That's crazy, man. But that's Kim's story. That's Kim's book. That's Kim's book. Then you hear about the fact that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht?
Wow, I ain't hear about that.
He broke Kim, let's say allegedly, but it was told by people in her camp that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht. So Cassie's story is Cassie's story is Kim's story. Cassie's book is Kim's book. Bruh, when y'all look at this thing and saying force, y'all think this that he probably threatened to beat her, threatened to do something like that. That ain't what force is. It could come from the mentality. Yo, he put her in a certain position, in a certain situation, in a certain time in her life. You understand what I'm saying? That she saw no way out other than doing what he told her to do. He had mentally controlled her. It's like a pimp. Diddy had pimp potential. He had her mind messed up where it controlled her. She felt no way out. She felt like if she walked out the door, he wasn't gonna do the music no more. If she went somewhere or she ran and didn't want to do that, their relationship not only would have been over, he would have painted a picture that nobody else in the industry would have dealt with her. I seen him do it before. I seen him even tell people on the phone before, like, yo, like he did Wendy Williams. He said it when we was in Cali. When I come back to New York and that BITCH is on the radio. This is Wendy Williams, the hottest radio host in New York City.
On top of these, 3 more women have come forward, as well as claims about Kim Porter's mysterious and untimely death have all put Diddy right at the center of this. The web, that's all for today. Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments. Comment below for more updates. Hit the bell icon